ninth floor.
Yep. Right here? Just get on in here.
How you doing?
How are you? Good to see you.
We got some good
Yeah,
stuff
we
for
got
people.
some stuff from a newspaper class. Just some. Yeah.
Boundaries or whatever.
Yeah, no.
I said, well, I understand. I said, those are my family.
Yeah. Thank you.
Is there a place you want us to put this?
We send them on the counter.
Yeah, we can just move it.
Hi, this is Latest Things with Liam Thompson. This week we're here with North Central and Washington Township Traffic Officer Anthony Taylor. We're just gonna ask him a few questions and see how he's doing. So, how are you feeling almost a week after the accident?
Well, I want to say humbled, surprised, but I'm feeling better.
Good.
Getting better slowly each day.
Good. Do you have any recollection of what happened?
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember every single moment up until the accident, and then subsequently after that, waking up in the hospital
Mm-hmm.
and realizing, where am I? I'm supposed to be at work.
Right.
And them telling me, calm down. You've been hit. We got you.
Right. So you could see. Did you see it coming, or?
Yes, I did.
You did.
Yes, I did. And it was for a split second. That's the reason why
Right.
I saw it.
Mm-hmm. What were your first thoughts after getting to the hospital? And obviously, you just talked a little bit about I should be at work, but.
Well, after all the comments were coming in and me assessing how I feel, one of my main thoughts was for the child of that mother not to be harassed or be put in the spotlight, because he had nothing to do with that. Because I want them to feel like they're Panther, they're tried and true Panther.
Right.
And an accident is an accident, so
Right.
I have to deal with that and move forward.
So shortly after, I believe it was last weekend, someone started a GoFundMe just for you and
Yes.
relief and whatnot. And I think that's just over $32,000 now, working up to a goal of 50. So what are your thoughts on that? I don't know if you've heard about that at all. But.
For one, I never saw that coming. And when me and Don, she's my first in command. I'm traffic 2, traffic 1, traffic 2,
Okay.
and she's like my little sister. We've been together that long that we've become like a family, and she's my sister, and I trust her dearly now. What has happened is when she mentioned that to me, I just sort of just put my head back and said, well, okay. Because she said, you got to realize, Tony, you're going to be off for a while. You're not going to be able to do anything with physically, period,
Right.
because of your pelvis and your ankle. And I sat back and said, okay, go ahead. And she started giving me the read updates and stuff. I said, you got to be kidding me. And it kept going further. And when it got to 10,000, I was shocked. Got to 20, I was lost it.
That's awesome. So just some general questions. How long have you been working as a traffic director for North Central?
This will be my probably 12th year. And looking back, I can look back on that, but looking forward, I look at it like, do I feel that there's a time that I'll separate myself from North Central? It's not in my mind frame. Because I've said it so many times to faculty and staff as well. I said, my goal when I came here, learning what I do, seeing where I was going, and getting comfortable doing what I do, has always been being able to say, living the dream, like the officers do.
Right. And do you only work traffic for North Central, or is it for the other
No,
township schools?
I have a secondary job in the PM where I work armed and unarmed security, and I'm a supervisor with that as well.
Oh, nice.
So I'm armed with that job.
Awesome. So I know you already said you're planning on coming back. So many people know you as smiling face, coming to school, see you every day. What type of impact do you believe you had or have hoped to have had on Washington Township?
The main thing is, let me go through three stages. Okay, let me start with the students. Any given moment, every day, a student is impacted by what's happened to them at home, and they come to school in a void. And knowing that void is there, the person that I am and the gift that my mother gave me was I'm partial empath. And that's the reason why when I look a student in the eye, I can feel that grinding emotion they're dealing with. I can't reach you, but I can feel that emotion. And something draws me to talk to them and work towards that at a common voice like you're hearing now.
Right.
And staring at them eye to eye, they can't break away. It's one of those things that become one of my mottos that I work with. And secondly, knowing the impact that I want to get the parents, students, buses in quickly and safely so that everyone has a good day.
Right.
And then because of my smile, that smile makes people feel that, hey, you're welcome to be here, and you are. No matter if you're at a good point or a bad moment, but you're welcome to come in, sit down, discuss, problem solve, and go about your day. And that's been my goal. And I've tried to meet that every single day with every single instance. Like I want to say 98% of the time it happens. But there's that small percentage you want to go,
Very
wow,
small.
have a nice day, but they'll take care of you.
Awesome. I think that's about all we have. Thank you for your time, Mr. Taylor. Hopefully get well soon.
Yes.
Thank you. This has been Latest Things. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm so glad that you guys came to see me because it's one thing to talk to the parents. It's another thing to talk to young minds that are going to be adults like us. And like you and I both know, becoming a young adult takes on many responsibilities. You want to make your parents proud, your school proud. You also want to make that legacy that you start with move you further into becoming something special, something proud, and something worthy.
Right.
And I've always tailored myself to be that way. And a lot of that has to do with growing up in environments that are, I would say, hostile, volatile. You look at people when they talk a certain way, and I've been called out for my language and my tone and how I talk. And I look at them and go, well, you know what? I'm using my intelligence. Can you use that with me? Let's meet in the middle of the road so we both can make a straight line so we can communicate. And then eventually they get it. You know, that part of the conversation is not for me. You might invite that. I can't deal with that. I have to wait for you to calm down, and then we talk.
Right.
Yeah, and I also want the students to, when they get a chance, and it's something very important, when you see the officers inside the school, from Officer Lindsay all the way down to the Smith twins, you know, the new officers that are there, walk up to them, put your hand out, ask them, can you give them a hug? Those are family men and family women. So truly, they need to be recognized as well, because without them, we wouldn't be able, people like me wouldn't be able to have the support to do what we do. And especially our leader, Brian Klaus, he needs that. And trust me, he truly needs that. You students have no idea how I would say passionate he is about you guys like me. Because I've seen it firsthand, so I know.
Awesome.